Wild boar are probably the most controversial animals in the UK, and for some people, even the most hated. They undeniably have a bigger impact on their environment than most other species, and that comes with both pros and cons.
So I've come to the stunning Forest of Dean, where one of their largest populations roams.
To spend the week tracking them down, finding out why they've become so divisive, and seeing whether they're closer to friend or foe. Let's start the search. So I'm currently waiting in this incredibly peaceful hide, and this is actually where I saw one about a year ago. He came running out over there on the left and then went up the hill, but that was on my old camera and it really wasn't a very good shot. So the dream shot would be a little mud bath down here. So that's what I'm really hoping for. So I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time in this hide over the next few days. After getting these shots of these beautiful fallow deer, I decided to go and try my luck elsewhere. So as you can see, there are lots of signs of pig activity all around here, but don't get me wrong, that does not mean they're going to be easy to find. So a boar, or a few of them, have literally made a little path down here, so they've come rooting through. I'll try and find one of their hoof prints so you can see what that looks like. Right, I think these are boar tracks. Yeah, definitely, look. There's some there and there. They look pretty fresh actually. Looks like it's walked through here sometime pretty recently. So maybe this would be an area I check back in on. Oh, wait a minute. Check out this fungi. What the heck? That's both beautiful and hideous at the same time. Geez, it must have been a big one who's pushed through here. They can reach up to 100 kilograms, so these are not small animals by any stretch. So we've got some more evidence here. This looks like relatively fresh pig poo. So that's a good sign. Maybe they do visit this area quite frequently. Let's hope we spot some here later. So as I've been walking around, I've just noticed that there's at least 2 nuthatches coming to and from this yew tree that I'm looking at. So I'm sitting here patiently in the drizzle, hoping to get a nice crispy shot of him kind of getting a berry, or at least knocking about this bush, because that'd be awesome. I am super happy with that. I definitely got a beautiful shot of that nuthatch. And also I got a really interesting shot of a blue tit eating some shrooms, which I had no idea they did. So those are 2 of my coolest woodland bird shots that I've ever got. So I'm really happy with that. Little bonuses there. This forest is absolutely gorgeous. I can't get enough of the Forest of Dean. Bit of bad news, kind of. I was just talking to someone who's a local. He says he hasn't seen a boar in like 2 or 3 years and he's out all the time. So it doesn't exactly fill me with hope. I remember the first time I came here, I was honestly expecting to see boar within the first couple of hours. I had loads of animals in mind that I wanted to do videos on. I was like, boar's the guarantee, that would be the easy one. And it ended up being my entire trip just to find one and get a short little glimpse of it. So I'm not exactly filled with confidence that I'll get a big selection of crispy shots, but hopefully I'll get something, eh? This is what I love about this forest. Oh, juicy ferns, man. Oh, look at this little scene. Gorgeous. Seems semi-tropical here. Oh, I love it. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Everyone has their thing, don't they, of stuff that just gets them going. Well, this is mine. This beautiful forest, wandering around, proper adventure. I've never been down this path before. Oh, it's just so exciting to me. Just waiting to see what I bump into. And I love that sort of butterfly effect of choosing different paths, making different decisions, and that has a massive impact on what I end up seeing. Like, I'm just strolling at the moment. I don't really have a particular path in mind. That could lead me to something amazing, or I could double back soon, give up on this path and end up bumping into something back that way. But I never know what's going to happen. You never know what creature you're going to run into. And I always find it permanently so exciting. You probably see when I'm filming myself, I can't really look at the camera. I'm not looking around like a maniac because I'm always excited to see what pops up next. But oh man, get outside, get in the woods, it's so good for you. See, just as I was saying that, this path led me to these cool white mushrooms that I've never seen before. See, there's always something around the next corner.
Now what you can see around me here is probably the most controversial issue when it comes to wild boar. Rooting. Now, it's one thing when it's out here in the forest, but when people get really annoyed, it's when this happens in their garden or on a sporting pitch, something like that. But here's a wild idea. Put a fence around it, eh? Literally down the road, there's a cricket pitch and it's spotless because it's got a nice fence around the outside. So there are simple solutions to these issues. So they push through here with their powerful snouts, trying to get things like worms, grubs and roots, just trying to get an honest meal. Come on, give them a break. And I always say, if this is the big issue, right, that they're so destructive, shall we have a quick look in the mirror first, perhaps? I mean, we bulldoze acre after acre after acre of rainforest, woodland, bloody anywhere we can get our hands on to destroy, give a little kick down to put up a new shopping centre or a nice shiny new McDonald's. Come on, man, it's not that bad, is it? Animals have got to make a bit of a mess every now and again as well. Can't just be us having all the fun, all the destructive joy, can it? Also, this has a multitude of benefits for so many other reasons, species, both animals, plants, fungi. It's amazing for a lot of things that I'll delve into soon. But yeah, like I say, this is kind of the main reason for their controversy. And I just don't get it. Come on, it's a bit of rooted turf. Get over it.
I didn't spot any boar on my stroll, so as it got towards the end of the day, I headed back to the hide to try my luck there again.
Let's go get these piggies. Oh, so I just sat in the hide for the best part of 2 hours, freezing my knackers off, I might add. This is the first proper chilly day of the year, it's only a few degrees. But I was talking to a nice bloke called Michael, and he had lots of stories about the forest. He's been living here for a long time. Unfortunately, the bad news was, he said, they're kind of culling them to lower and lower numbers. Apparently a few years there was more like 1,500 boar, but now they keep the numbers down to about 400. And obviously with all that culling comes more and more fear of humans, so they're just more and more elusive and won't come out into the open areas and things like that. So another thing that doesn't fill me with hope, but there you go. But yeah, he told me some other cool stories and showed me 2 amazing photos. And I took photos of his photos because I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, some sort of ginger badgers, which I didn't know was a possibility. That was quite amazing. That was cool to learn about. And a mad photo of a fox sitting by a fallow deer. And I've never seen anything like that. So that was really cool. Nice to have a little bit of company there. But I think I'm going to call it a day now. The light's going. Failure on day 1. Okay, day 2 of searching for these wild boar. Now I'm up nice and early this morning before sunrise. It's about 6:30 at the moment, and I'm making a beeline for that same hide to hopefully get some nice dawn action of these little fellas. So hopefully we get lucky. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm in the hide now. We've got a wood pigeon and a grey wagtail down by the pond, so that's something to look at. And I think I can hear a boar chewing and sort of rustling, sort of 100 foot over in that direction, but I'm not sure. It's a bit breezy this morning, so it's hard to tell what's what. But my fingers are firmly squished together, hoping that he trots over this way. Come out, piggies. I just absolutely bonked my head setting up my phone tripod. So, in case you didn't already know, I'm finding every animal in the UK. So, if you like yourself a bit of British wildlife, I'm the guy to follow, okay? Drop me a little subscribe, join the journey. There's still a lot of animals to find. I found just over half now, but still lots of the rare, exciting, elusive ones to go. So, you and me, let's work together. So I've been in here for about an hour now. Nothing more than a couple of deer and those birds I saw earlier. Still no boar. So I might head to the other hide soon, stretch my legs a little bit and see what's going on down there. Okay, so I'm down at the second hide now. Not really much going on here either, to be honest. There was a little deer when I first turned up, so that's something. But yeah, kind of missed that golden dawn opportunity now. The chances are definitely slimmer until we get to dusk. But hey, I'll still look around for the day and take you along and we'll see what other awesome creatures we find.
But first, let's take a quick look at just some of the benefits boar bring. The freshly exposed soil is absolutely ideal for wildflowers such as foxglove and red campion, which in turn attract insects including butterflies. The bare soil also benefits things like ground beetles, ants and solitary bees. Also, boar eat acorns, beech mast and fruits and berries, which eventually exit on their stinky end and assist with the dispersal of these plants. This helps open beech forests regenerate naturally. All of this, along with the next point, helps prevent large monocultures taking over.
So one big problem in British forests is how bracken has become so dominant. That's all this brown ferny plant you can see here, just in case you didn't know. But one great thing about pigs rooting is they fully uplift the roots and eat them, so it completely stops the bracken from growing back in that area, at least for a while.
Their nose ploughing activities also help out different animals. Birds make use of the freshly disturbed ground by scooping up exposed insects and worms. Wild boar are also fond of making mud wallows, which can become temporary ponds which can support amphibians, dragonflies and water beetles.
So as well as this rooting being incredibly helpful for animals and plants like I mentioned, it's also really good for fungi. There's plenty of species that actually rely on the ground being freshly churned over for them to grow. Here's another fine specimen. So when you start to weigh up the pros and cons of this behaviour, it seems pretty obvious to me that the positives really outweigh the negatives, as they literally help dozens of different species.
I'm genuinely curious to know what most people think about these guys, so leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts.
I am losing my mind right now, just doing a touch of bird watching, right, to keep everything fresh. It is popping off by this little pond. I've just had my first ever sighting of a crossbill, but I'm going to be doing a specific video on that, so you're not going to get to see that in this video, I'm afraid. You have to check that out. But also had siskin, beautiful yellow birds, chaffinches, blue tits, a sparrowhawk just flew by, which was amazing. But mainly that crossbill. I mean, I've been trying for so long to film one of them, so to finally get some footage of that is absolutely amazing. And there's stuff like hawfinch and spotted flycatcher all popping up on Merlin. Oh, it's very exciting for someone like me.
While I was busy filming, a family walked over with a couple of young kids. I later found out that the parents had asked them to be quiet, as they could tell I was looking at something. The little girl wasn't particularly happy with that, so said this.
Oh, Lily.
I'll try not to take that personally. I'm going to keep looking through the lens and pretend she's talking about someone else.
I saw a bunch of other amazing birds during this bird watching session. Just look at this list I had on Merlin. So I'll roll on a quick montage of all of them before showing you the absolute belter of a session I had in the hide on this evening.
Okay, so I'm back in the first hide now, hoping to continue the good luck after that crossbill sighting. If I get both in one day, I'll be a very happy boy. So I just spent another hour and a half in that hide to see a single squirrel, so not particularly productive. So unfortunately no boars on day 2 either, but hey, there's still some time left. Hopefully at least one pops out at some point, eh? So I'm just exploring a slightly different area at the moment, and I just had the most beautiful, peaceful 5 to 10 minutes filming different flocks of birds that all just suddenly turned up at once. Had loads of coal tits, great tits. There were some tree creepers, which are always great to see. What else was there? Great spotted woodpecker. And I just love moments like that in the forest. Like, it's usually pretty quiet, but then it seems like all of a sudden, lots of things just suddenly appear. It's like these big flocks of multiple groups of birds just sweep through the forest. And when you're in that moment with a bunch of them, oh, it's just so lovely. I mean, look at this. Oh, If you haven't been out in nature for a while, get out here. Oh look, there's mandarin ducks over there. Mate, come on, get real.
Look how beautiful they are with that sort of orange backdrop of the leaves. Oh, what a stunning animal. Now let's look at another point of controversy surrounding wild boar. The simple answer is they can be, but attacks on people are incredibly rare. I could only find 2 properly documented cases of boar attacks, one in 2015 and one in 2018. There have also been some close calls reported by local news, but the majority of them start with someone's dog chasing a boar. There are a few simple steps to massively reduce the risk of having an unpleasant encounter with these animals. Firstly, keep dogs under control, either with proper training or by using a lead in areas that are known to have boar. Secondly, never attempt to approach, feed or touch one, even if it appears to be tame. Thirdly, give them space if you run into one, especially if you see a female with her piglets. You should back away slowly whilst remaining quiet to avoid startling them. And finally, take extra care at dawn and dusk when they are most active. If you follow these guidelines, then you will be exceptionally unlikely to ever have to battle a wild boar, as they're incredibly wary of humans and are almost guaranteed to leg it if they notice you.
It is now the evening of the 3rd day of searching for these pigs, so really hoping tonight's the night. Heading to the hide again now, but it's already been an awesome day because I got such a banging shot of a crossbill, so I'm so happy with that. That's the other animal that I really wanted to find and make a video on while I was here. So maybe I'll get especially lucky and get 2 ticked off in one day. That would be awesome. Let's hope this is the one. So it's been incredibly quiet this evening. A couple of deer have just rocked up to visit. They're kind of behind that closest tree at the moment, but that is about all I've seen. Slowly but surely running out of time on this trip, so I'm starting to doubt whether I'm going to find these boar. I really hope I can get a shot view before the trip's done.
This was yet another fruitless hide session, but instead of heading home, I decided to walk down to the field that had all the rooting activity and pig poop to see if I could spot any there. And only 5 minutes after settling in, this happened.
Yes! I've still been a little bit quiet just in case another one pops out, but finally got a shot of one. Yes! Oh man, honestly, that feeling is indescribable when you spend days in pursuit of an animal. Honestly, I think it unlocks some primal part of us. Tracking down an animal for days kind of gets you into that hunter mindset, some ancient human part of us. And then when you eventually find it, it is so exciting, it's so rewarding. Oh, I mean, it was incredibly dark, so I don't know how well that shot's going to turn out, but I am over the moon. Oh, that was so good. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. That is, oh man, I'm just so happy. This is one of my favourite things in life. Finally getting a shot of something that I've been chasing for days. Oh, sometimes months, like the crossbill I mentioned earlier. I've literally been trying to film them for the best part of a year, so check out that video as well, but that's the boar done.
I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.